The autumn leaves crunched under Barton Miller's feet as he walked through Central Park with his 8-year-old daughter Emma. Teaching high school history all day and managing a household alone wasn't easy, but these afternoon walks were their special time. "Dad, look! The bench lady is crying." Emma tugged at his sleeve, pointing to an elderly woman they'd seen nearly every day for the past month. Barton had noticed her too, always alone, always on the same bench, feeding pigeons or reading a book. But today was different. Her shoulders shook with quiet sobs. "Should we share our cookies?" Emma asked, pulling out the lunch bag they'd packed for their walk. At 8, her solution to sadness was always cookies. Approaching the bench, Barton cleared his throat softly. "Excuse me, ma'am. Would you like a chocolate chip cookie? My daughter Emma makes the best ones." The woman looked up, quickly wiping her eyes. "Oh, I couldn't. Please?" Emma held out a cookie. "They make me feel better when I'm sad." A small smile cracked through the woman's tears. "Well, how can I refuse such a sweet offer? I'm Grace Sullivan." That simple cookie began something none of them expected. Grace shared that she'd lost her husband 3 months ago. The bench was where they'd met 50 years earlier. "Mom's a doctor in Chicago," Grace explained. "She wants me to move there, but this bench, these memories." Emma, with a child's simple wisdom, declared, "You can keep the memories in your heart and make new ones too." Barton found himself sharing about his own loss, his divorce 2 years ago, the challenges of single parenthood, his love for teaching despite the long hours. As the sun began to set, Grace insisted they take her phone number. "For cookie emergencies," she winked at Emma. What started as one shared cookie became a routine. Grace began meeting them after school, helping Emma with homework while Barton graded papers. Her years as a former teacher made her a natural mentor. One afternoon, a new voice joined their group. "Mom?" A woman about Barton's age stood nearby, medical bag in hand. "I've been calling. When you weren't home, I worried." "Sarah!" Grace beamed. "I was just helping Emma with her science project." "Sarah, meet Barton and Emma Miller. They've been keeping your old mom company." Sarah Sullivan's relief was visible as she took in the scene. Her mother laughing, surrounded by project materials and cookie crumbs. "Would you like to join us?" Barton offered, suddenly aware of his racing heart. Over the next few weeks, Sarah began joining their afternoon sessions when her pediatric clinic ended early. She shared Grace's warm heart and quick wit, plus a dedication to helping others that drew Barton in. Emma noticed first. "Dad, you smile different when Dr. Sarah comes." Grace noticed too. "My Sarah hasn't laughed like this since medical school," she confided to Barton. "Sometimes the best healing happens when we're busy helping others heal." As winter approached, their bench meetings moved to Grace's cozy apartment. Sarah and Barton found themselves lingering after Emma fell asleep during movie nights, talking about everything and nothing. One evening, while Emma and Grace baked cookies in the kitchen, Sarah turned to Barton. "Thank you for being kind to my mom when she needed it most. I was so worried about her being alone." "She helped us too," Barton admitted. "Emma needed a grandmother figure, and I needed to believe in love again." Their first kiss tasted like chocolate chip cookies and possibility. 6 months later, they gathered at the bench where it all began. Emma had insisted. It was where their family started, she declared. As snow fell softly around them, Barton knelt on one knee. "Sarah Sullivan, your mother taught me that love can find us in the most unexpected places. Your kindness, your strength, and your heart have made our little family complete. Will you marry me?" "Yes," Sarah whispered, tears freezing on her cheeks. 1,000 times yes. Grace hugged Emma, both of them crying happy tears. "See?" Emma said. "I told you, cookies make everything better." 1 year later, their wedding reception was held in the park, the famous bench decorated with flowers. Grace gave a toast that left no dry eyes. Sometimes we think we're at our lowest point, sitting alone on a bench with only memories for company. But life has a way of sending us exactly what we need. Sometimes in the form of a little girl with cookies, sometimes in the shape of a kind teacher, sometimes through the healing power of helping others heal. Love doesn't always come when we're looking for it. Sometimes it finds us when we're busy being kind. Today, you might find them all still visiting that bench. Grace sharing stories with Emma about the day she met her grandfather there. Sarah and Barton holding hands and planning their future. All of them sharing cookies and making new memories while cherishing the old ones. Because sometimes the greatest love stories don't start with love at first sight. Sometimes they start with a simple act of kindness, a shared cookie, and the courage to help someone else's heart heal while your own is still mending. If this story touched your heart, remember to subscribe to Moments That Matter for more stories that remind us how love can find us in the most unexpected places. Because every moment matters, and every act of kindness has the power to change lives in ways we never imagined.